Hey, welcome back to my vlog series. This one probably isn't going anywhere public. Just not a lot of motivation today to do one of these. As you can see, I've skipped a few days as well again, but the consistency is the main important thing. As long as we stay consistent, we know we don't go like weeks or months without a video. I think the idea or the improvement is still there. So I have noticed a little bit. I don't know if it's these series, these vlogs, kind of being the catalyst to that, but I am noticing a little bit of improvement. Um, just in my day to day conversing with managers and coworkers. Um, feel like I'm conveying my point a little bit clearer. There's like less questions when I'm communicating. Before there was a lot of like when I would speak or say something, there were more than one person would kind of be confused, and they'd have to ask like clarifying questions to make sure what double check what is it that I was asking or what I was saying, stuff like that. And recently, I feel like there's a little bit of improvement in those areas. Um, so I'm hoping I'm hoping I'm seeing some results, but I'll keep doing these and we'll see how it goes. Um, so I just spent like a few minutes, really nothing. I haven't spent too much on this, but just coming up with the title for our little vlog series. Um, like road to eloquence or charisma journey, something in that area. Is kind of what I'm thinking. Um, if this does go out anywhere, we'll see if maybe I can share this this specific one before anything goes public. To get some feedback on this. Some got like one or two colleagues that could or friends that could kind of give me their opinion on this. See what they think. Feels a little bit cheesy, but that's kind of what I've come up with so far. And again, if the tone, I think the tone in this video is gonna be a bit monotone, just because the motivation is a bit low today. So I'm just kind of trying to pump one of these out, so I can say I'm being consistent. Um, yeah, hopefully that's a short. This might be a short one. If I can think of anything else. Thing else to go over. Um, just kind of what's on my. So I can just talk about what's on my screen. Some of my apps down here. So as if uh, just trying to think. I don't know. There's things, I don't know why there's things that I'm avoiding. So sometimes there's pauses because I don't know what to say. But sometimes there's pauses for another reason, and I'm realizing that um these pauses happen in other circumstances as well, like in in the like at my job, at talking to to teammates at work. Oh, excuse me, holding on there. So talking to teammates at work. Sometimes I think about like I'm thinking if I should say this way or I think of a different way. Uh, like a few examples are like even just colleague or work teammate. Like some of the things that go through my mind when I'm coming up to a point in the conversation where I have to say one of those words is like is colleague the word that I want to say? Is it too what's the word? Is it too much of a like a buzzword or like an overused word? Like what will the other person think if I say colleague or um or like work teammate, work friend? Some of the things that come to mind is like, but what if they're not actually my friend? We just talk at work, or like is a work teammate like too long? It's like I think of those things and I kind of freeze up because I don't. I'm thinking about what the other person is gonna think of those types of terms, and I kind of like I overthink it, and like probably like 9 times out of 10, like the other person won't even notice that word or that phrase. Um, but like in my mind, I go to these like pre-assumptions that some people care about the choice of words that I use. I think to some extent there is some of that, but I think to the point that I'm the point to the point that I'm that goes in the thoughts that go into my mind. I think to that point, I think there probably isn't many people, if any, that kind of go to that. Like if we're talking in a conversation, I don't think anyone's gonna think like weird or or like or like that's too cliche or weird or just in any other similar word in that area. I don't think anyone's thinking that, but in the moment my mind goes to that. And another thing, when I was about to talk about the apps, another example is when I was about to talk about the apps. I was gonna say I was gonna talk about OBS, which is the recording software that I'm using. But I was gonna say like something about like some of you guys might have noticed, or if you're watching, you might have noticed you might you might have noticed if you're familiar with Obsidian, you might have noticed or sorry, if you're familiar with OBS, you might have noticed that that's what I'm using. And then some of the things that went through my mind there are, but like nobody's watching, and what if nobody ever watches? Um, that wouldn't be the right term to use because nobody's watching. So why would I say if some of you recognize uh, what I'm using? Uh, and that's why there was kind of a pause there because I was debating if I should say that or not. And and now thinking more about it, like if nobody ever watches this, and what's the point? What's the point of not if not just of not just saying that phrase? If nobody's ever gonna watch it anyways, no one's ever gonna judge it. No one's ever gonna think that that's the wrong term to use because nobody's ever gonna watch it. But if somebody does watch it, then it is the right term because then there's people that would be able to recognize this what I'm talking about here, like this app that's called OBS. So, anyways, that was a tangent on like I was gonna talk about the apps and I kind of paused and went to that. But yeah, I think that's good for now. I think that's it for today.